Welcome back to High Stakes. Elevate your game by subscribing to our channel so you never miss our daily content. For exclusive access to our premium betting picks, join our Patreon. Find the link in the comments section below. Stay ahead with High Stakes. Detroit Tigers versus San Diego Padres. The Tigers have won 8 of their last 10 games, and the Padres have won 2 of their last 3 games. Detroit is led by their pitching, and they have only given up 1 run in each of their last 2 games. However, they have not named a starter as of Monday morning. Still, while the Padres rank 6th in the majors in runs scored, they have scored 4 runs in each of their last 2 games and will score around that number in this game. Musgrove did not have a great last outing, giving up 3 runs, and he had only given up 2 runs total in his previous 4 starts. Look for him to have another good outing facing a Detroit team that only ranks 20th in the majors in runs scored. San Diego will be solid on the hill and pretty good at the dish, and they will take the first game of this series. They will also win by at least 2 runs, so take the run line to get better odds. Take the Padres and the run line minus 1.5 runs. The total for both of these teams went under in the last game, and that is the pick I am taking in this game. The Tigers have only given up 1 run in each of their last 2 games and have been led by their pitching this season. They have not named a starter for this game, and they will be decent on the mound, but not great, giving up some runs facing a San Diego lineup that is solid and ranks 6th in runs scored. Musgrove had only given up a total of 2 runs in 4 starts before giving up 3 in his last 1. He will pitch well in this game against the Tigers lineup that ranks 20th in runs scored and has totaled 6 runs in their last 2 games. This interleague series opener will be a lower scoring affair, so the under is the pick. Take the under 8 runs. Minnesota Twins versus Tampa Bay Rays. This will be an identical pitching matchup to a game from back on June 20th, where the Rays ultimately edged out the Twins in a 7-6 extra innings tilt. The odds makers suggest that we're in for another tight one, pricing the Twins at minus 112 and the Rays at minus 102. I think we'll see the Twins prevail on Monday night. Simply put, they appear to be much more engaged as they make a run to the playoffs. As for the Rays, they just haven't been sharp, going an underwhelming 5-8 in their last 13 games. Furthermore, Simeon Woods-Richardson looked excellent in that head-to-head matchup back in June, limiting Tampa Bay to just 2 earned runs on 4 hits over 6.0 innings. The Rays' current roster is just 3-17.176 against him with a .529 OPS. I think this will be an entertaining game, but I expect the Twins to come out on top when the dust settles. My team pick is Minnesota Twins moneyline. In addition to having poor head-to-head numbers against Woods-Richardson, the Rays have also struggled from an overall perspective lately. Over the last 14 days, Tampa's ranked just 24th in WRC plus 83 and 26th in WOBA .278. They are also striking out 27.6% of the time over the last 2 weeks, which is the 3rd highest mark in the majors. Meanwhile, Zach Littell has been on fire recently, logging a 1.22 ERA over his last 4 starts, 22.2 IP. Minnesota's current roster is slashing a respectable .273/.304/.545 against the right-hander over 44 at-bats. However, with Littell's current form, I think he could keep the Twins to 3 or fewer runs in this spot. I think we're in for an under-the-radar pitchers duel on Monday night, so I'm jumping on under 8 runs. Seattle Mariners versus Oakland Athletics. The Athletics will have the edge in this game thanks to starting pitcher Osvaldo Bido. He has an ERA of 1.80 when pitching at night and 3.03 at home. Oakland has won 4 straight games when he has started and 5 of Bido's last 7 home starts. The Mariners have struggled when Logan Gilbert has earned the nod. They have lost 7 of Gilbert's last 8 starts. He has an ERA of 4.12 since the All-Star break. Both teams have really poor offenses, which is a reason for their lack of success. Oakland has hit the 5th most home runs, which I think will be the difference in this game. Take Oakland to cover. The offense for the Athletics and Mariners are 2 of the worst in the sport. Seattle has the worst batting average in .216. Oakland has scored the sixth fewest amount of runs, and they are hitting just .206 against Seattle. The Mariners are also hitting .214 against Oakland. Take the under 8.5 runs. Boston Red Sox versus New York Mets. When diving into how these starting pitchers have been doing throughout the season with their road/home splits, there is a slight difference. Brian Bello is 7-2 with a 4.39 ERA and a 1.28 WHIP in 65.2 innings, 12 starts, on the road, while Luis Severino is 5-2 with a 3.13 ERA and a .231 batting average against in 77.2 innings, 13 starts, at Citi Field thus far. These offenses are on two completely different levels throughout the last 14 games, as the Red Sox are scoring 3.21 runs per game while the Mets are averaging 4.14 runs per game during that stretch. All in all, go with the New York Mets to secure a win to open up the series and keep their winning streak alive. In the last 7 starts for these pitchers, they are not getting enough of the results they were hoping for, as Brian Bello is 2-1 with a 3.27 ERA and a 1.21 WHIP in 41.1 innings of work, while Luis Severino is 2-3 with a 5.15 ERA and a 1.53 WHIP during his 36.2 innings in that stretch. These bullpens throughout the season have not been these teams' strong suit, as the Red Sox are 26th in the sport with a 4.47 reliever ERA, while the Mets are 15th with a 3.98 bullpen ERA. Go with over 8 runs in this game as the better bet here. Pittsburgh Pirates versus Chicago Cubs. The Chicago Cubs are the better overall team no matter where you want to look, and should dominate in this game. This is the 11th time these teams are facing off against each other this season, and the Cubbies are 6-4 with a +16 run differential. There is a clear gap between these pitchers' home/road splits throughout the year. Jared Jones is 2-4 with a 5.59 ERA and a 1.16 WHIP in 37.0 innings, 7 road starts, while Jameson Taillon is 5-4 with a 2.92 ERA and a .246 opposing batting average in 64.2 innings, 11 starts at home. All in all, go with the Chicago Cubs to win this game. These starting pitchers have not been performing too well lately, and the hitters have just seen them last time on the mound. In their last 7 starts, Jared Jones is 2-3 with a 5.25 ERA and a 1.44 WHIP in 36.0 innings of work, while Jameson Taillon is 2-4 with a 5.58 ERA and a 1.29 WHIP in 40.1 innings in that stretch. In the last couple of weeks, these offenses are on fire, as the Pirates are averaging 4.57 runs in their last 14 games, while the Cubs are scoring 8 runs in their previous 14 games. Go with over 7.5 runs in this game as the better bet here. New York Yankees versus Texas Rangers. Garrett Cole is expected to start for the Yankees. Cole has been good lately. He has allowed 2 earned runs or less in 4 out of his last 5 starts. Texas has been poor on offense this season. They are in the bottom 10 in the league in runs, hits, home runs, RBI, batting average, OBP, SLG, and OPS. New York has been good on offense this season. They rank in the top 10 or just outside the top 10 in runs, hits, home runs, RBI, walks, strikeouts, batting average, OBP, SLG, and OPS. The Yankees will win this contest by 2 or more runs. Bet the run line, -1.5, and take the Yankees. Andrew Heaney is expected to start for the Rangers. On the season, he has a record of 4-13 with a 3.95 ERA, 1.24 WHIP, and a 133-37 KBB ratio in 26 starts and 27 total appearances. Opposing batters are hitting .245 against Heaney this season. New York has been good on offense this season. They rank in the top 10 or just outside the top 10 in runs, hits, home runs, RBI, walks, strikeouts, batting average, OBP, SLG, and OPS. The Yankees will score runs, and the over will hit in this contest. Take the over, 8.5 runs.